Hey YouTube, what is going on today? Today is Thursday, June 3rd, and still playing my Nintendo Switch. So, we're still at home here, in Singapore, and what I have today is the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. I'll just call it the Pro Controller. And why did I decide to get this? I got it because of my Joy-Cons. The left stick started to drift. I played crazy. I know it's crazy, but I've played 90 hours of Resident Evil Revelations, and 90% of that was due to the raid mode, or yeah, there was a combat mode, and it challenged me so much that the left stick of the Joy-Con started drifting, and now that I'm playing Zelda, I know it's a bit late, but I started playing Zelda, and the targeting was just not on par. When you're trying to use Link to shoot something with the bows and arrows, especially, or if you just want to climb a tree, you want to stay on the tree. He will jump off the tree, and sometimes to his death, or he could be at the top of a mountainside, and you could be admiring the scenery, but you forget you take your thumb off the left joystick and he plunges off because he's walking by himself to his death. And I find that there's no known fix for this Joy-Con drift. Because all the online reviews said that Joy-Cons will eventually spoil no matter how well you take care of them. It's inherent in the design of this product. To make this thing so small, they actually had to put a lot of tech inside, and I think some of it was just not suitable for the tiny D-pad, not D-pad, the analog stick here. And that's why I decided to go with the Pro Controller. It's because this is a regular control pad. It's different from these ones, these miniature size ones that were made for mobile gaming. I know you can play them at home and all that, but they aren't that comfortable. The best part about them, though, is that they can be held independently of each other, in your left and right hand. They're oftentimes during cutscenes in games, you only need one joypad actually just to advance the dialogue or to go through menus. Then in that case, yeah, this one is useful. But yeah, apart from the high cost, the drift issue, I decided not to get another pair of Joy-Cons because those would eventually drift again. Instead, I got this. And the other reason why I got it is because I wanted something better than the PlayStation DualShock 4. I have a PlayStation 4 Pro. No chance yet to get the PS5, unfortunately, but this one has lasted me a good 2 years. Before that I had a PlayStation 4, a regular one, and that one also lasted me about 2.5 to 3 years. So, well, the Joy-Con is great, the battery life is horrible, and it feels a little bit light and cheap in the hand, so I wanted to try something different from Nintendo this time and see how it feels. And while I always like the Xbox controller, I don't have an Xbox. I've never bought an Xbox before. So now that I have the Switch, I went online and I saw a lot of reviews talking about just how comfortable it is to hold, and it really is comfortable to hold because unlike this ones, which are like plasticky and rounded, the legs here are a lot more grippy. I mean, these are rubberized. At least in the conventional model, the front panel is translucent. So there's a little bit more, I don't know, design flair here. The buttons are really clicky, more so than the PS buttons. And yeah, setting it up is a breeze. All you gotta do is you gotta look at the manual in the box, and you gotta connect the supplied USB-C cable into your dock, your Switch dock, and you're good to go. And the clincher for me is that this is good with Android games as well. I know the DualShock 4 is also compatible, but here you gotta press these two buttons right here, the PS button and the share button to go into Bluetooth pairing mode. And then when you want to repair back to the PlayStation device, you need to find a micro USB cable somewhere. I know a lot of you have that hanging around, but I don't really have micro USB cables anymore. That many. So yeah, that's why for this reason I decided to get this. This is USB-C charging, and pairing is also super easy. I think you you hold only one button, the home button or something. I haven't tried. Oh no, there's a pairing button here. Yeah, so you hold this button to pair it to your Android device, and you plug it in back to your USB-C cable into the switch dock in order to pair it again. So for Zelda, it works really well for me. I've had it for about 5 days now. So yeah, no regrets at all buying this, and I just wish I had bought it sooner. Because for playing traditional games, I mean games that don't require, the nunchucks or anything, this is definitely the way to go. Well, let me know if you've got any questions on it, or if I can answer any doubts you have about this. Let me know. I haven't tried the third-party controllers, but decided to go with a first-party one just because the battery life on this is by far the best. If you ask me about negatives, I would say the rumble feature. I don't think there's a rumble feature or any speaker in here, unlike the DualShock 4. But then again, yeah, I feel like they should have included a rumble feature. But as for the speaker, I don't really need it. I don't really need the I don't know. Over here they have a mic port here. While it's useful, I hardly ever used it, so yeah, I'm not missing that. But what I really want is just a well-made, well-designed controller with clicky buttons and reliability. It has to be reliable. I mean, it can't be like the Drift where you buy a product and you expect it to spoil in weeks and months, and then having to repair it and expecting it to break again just because of the design. It's a design flaw, and too bad, because I mean they made it as portable and innovative as possible, but I guess squeezing in the tech for the analog sticks was just very difficult or not possible. So yeah, I'm not getting a replacement for these, but maybe I'll use it for the a Switch exercise game. I forgot the name already. Switch Adventure or something. But yeah, these are my thoughts on the Pro Controller. So let me know if you have any feedback or questions. Thanks and bye.